Okay, let me hit this button.
The following is a presentation of Stewed Productions.
Oh, hold on, let me do that again. I messed it up on the record.
All right, let's do it again.
Hold on, here we go.
The following is a presentation of Stewed Productions.
Just in case anybody was wondering. Hey, everybody, welcome to the show! Woo!
Woohoo!
Liquid lunch, everybody.
I think we're having audio issues.
Nah, that's just my face. Huh? Really? Are we having like legit?
No.
Oh.
It started like slowing down there.
Oh, yeah. No, tapes will do that. We do everything on tape. As you can see, live in studio, this is Liquid Lunch. It's Thursday noon. I'm Josh. That's Kennedy. I don't want to play the music right now. It takes too long. We got to get right to the meat of this show. And that meat to my right, to your screen left, one, James, Huggy Bear Wolf, local group Brewing.
Hello, hello.
Brewmaster, bearded wonder, spokesmodel.
I will
What
say
else? I don't know.
something.
What?
His beard is better than yours.
I know.
It's better.
I've never claimed to have a good beard. I do want to.
good.
I want to point out a new addition.
Your
to
beard is more pubic.
Your face is pubic.
This isn't about me.
You're whatever. At least it's not.
See, I mean, your beard's better than what I could do.
I know your beard is prepubescent, as is maybe the rest of you. I don't know. I can't.
Beard.
Nah, look.
Beard.
I'm not.
Beard.
I'm not a brew master.
Do you use the Jerry curl?
No, I do use some balm to get in there and make it smell good. That's the main thing. After breakfast, especially.
Need some straightener or something, maybe.
I did something. Maybe I just need to give it up. But whatever.
Maybe
Maybe I'm not.
If you're happy with it, if your wife's happy with it, that's the question.
She tolerates. I think it's mostly tolerating. Anyway, I was about to introduce him, but he just turned around to get himself a little more. Okay, so today, James Huggy Bear Wolf is with us, and to talk about. You were supposed to be here 2 weeks ago, and then something. I don't remember what happened. Oh, you had
Kennedy's
proctologist appointment, and
doctor.
He was on.
The proctologist.
Yeah, I called in.
Yes, you weren't in
I know
studio.
the audio wasn't as good.
No.
So this is a lot better.
This is a lot. All
This is
this
a good
right here
setup.
is a lot
All this,
better.
yeah.
But also joining us via satellite, via the Drunk Dial camera app, all the way from Houston. Adam Cryer, Baileson Brewing is just there. How you doing, sir?
All right, how are you guys?
We're good.
Doing well.
Doing good.
Okay, so
Can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of an echo there, so we'll be asking Adam direct questions, and he'll be extolling us with his wisdom and wit. So,
True, false. True, false.
all right, true, false. Hold on. Do I have that on here? Yeah, I do. We should get right into this, Kennedy. Oh, wait, you're doing something? I should wait till you're ready. But I was looking at my watch, and I realized that it's a certain time for something. You ready?
Is it the question?
Yeah, it's time for a question.
It's time for your favorite segment and mine here on Liquid Lunch. This is
What you drinking?
And there you go. The question is, I'll ask Adam first so I don't keep echoing. Adam, what you drinking?
Drinking a nice Berliner Weiss.
What?
You don't say.
You don't say. You know, I don't know that we've ever done this. This is the first time we've had an across the state or across the city drink together. Yeah, you can just dump that on the floor.
Okay.
It's fine. That's what the rug's for. Kennedy has dropped a lot of liquids on this floor, so it's fine.
Yes.
Of various kinds. What you got there? You want to tell us more? But we'll have a big, long conversation
You
about it.
shouldn't
Yeah.
give me that case.
Huh? What?
Dropping stuff on the floor.
Right. Make Kennedy drink that. The drugs.
I don't
Either
know
way.
whatever you cleaned it with. is
Just
what's in
water,
there.
tap water. It's fine. So Adam,
Are we going to get another hashtag DGM?
BGM.
Yeah. Dirty Glasses Mafia.
No, it's not dirty. It's wet. Just wet.
Yeah.
It was just rinsed.
Somebody called us out on that before.
Oh, well,
Oh, these look clean.
yeah. No, these are great. All right, Adam. What are your initial thoughts on your first sip?
Oh man, refreshing. That'd be the first word that comes to mind. Definitely a nice fruit character to it. Do you guys have it poured on your side? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see it.
Yeah, I stopped by this morning and talked to Sarah and grabbed a growler.
Wow.
Hey, Huggy, how's it going, man?
Good. How's it going with you? Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Yeah, so Huggy can tell you about this one too. We went half wheat, half Pilsner with the malt bill on this. And this is our first kettle sour at Baileson. Huggy worked with us, and we lactoed this in the kettle, and then we used an Omega yeast strain, which we've only done a couple times. That one that we felt fit the profile, and a day later we hit the boil, moved it in the fermenter, and then we ended up adding about 170 pounds of peaches and strawberries to end with what we got here. So a lot of that fermented out. It's not too sweet, but it takes a little bit of the acidity off, I think. But yeah, I think it's just a good late summer drinker.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sarah's there working hard, right? She was turning pumps on and off. And is she brewing right now?
She is. She's brewing a batch of structural stout, our coffee stout today, and she was brewing one of the beers for our anniversary that's coming up in a few weeks. Yesterday, she's been very busy kegging and brewing, and she's going to come over here in a minute, but she's busy at the moment.
Very cool. All right. Well, Huggy, let's dive deep on this beer because it is. I'm gonna mute you real quick, Adam. There.
Yeah,
What's
this
that?
one came out pretty good. So I stopped by this morning, picked up filled a growler. Sarah I think she just kegged it this morning, so it's all freshy fresh.
Are we the first ones to get to try this?
We are the first ones, yeah.
Oh, wow, I'm
That's pretty
very honored.
awesome, right? Thank you. That kind of stuff. We get to do that from time to time. We're lucky enough, and it's never lost on me how cool that is.
Yeah, so this will be a sneak preview. So this weekend, Baileson, we're going to host Baileson's going to host the release on Saturday. A local group is coming out, and all the owners are going to come out and shake hands, say thanks for everyone to coming, and we're really looking forward to getting out there and talking to everyone about it.
Were you there when they added when the fruit was added?
I wasn't there for the fruit, no.
It was.
I missed it that day.
It was. I saw the pictures. I don't know. Kennedy, bring up those pictures.
What, out of my ass?
Wherever you keep them, it's fine. It was a mess.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fruit.
It looked pretty messy.
It looked
Yeah.
awesome. I'm glad I didn't have to clean it. Adam, did you clean up any of the aftermath of the fruit edition? Was that on you at all?
You guys, I don't do anything around here anymore. Sarah does it all. To be fair, Huggy said he would come over for the fruit edition, and Sarah said, "I know you have 10 other things you need to be doing, so we can do that." So we did that. But he was here for all the brewing itself. So yeah,
That's a really really good beer.
This beer is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it came out well. The strawberries and the peaches they both kind of shine through. They don't overrule one each other.
They kind of roll into one. You get both. It's almost like a peach, like a jam kind of thing, on a peach on a biscuit, and then you get the strawberry. Yeah, so you get the bready. That's what I love about fruited. I don't know if it's wheat more than anything else, but you get more of that almost like a bready, biscuity type thing, like a biscuit. I grew up in Arkansas, so I know a thing or two about biscuits.
You know your biscuits.
Slathering some jam on a biscuit, and it's in that same vein. It's tart, so it's like adult. It's not sweet. It's delicious.
Yeah, it came out really well.
I love
2 Texas fruits, peaches and strawberries. So
Yeah, did y'all? Are they? That's cool. Kennedy.
Yeah.
If you had to pick between peaches or strawberries, what would you pick?
I'd pick strawberries.
Okay. I respect that. I would pick peaches personally, and that's why we make a good team. I think.
There
I'm
you go.
peaches. He's strawberries. Take that for what it's worth.
I think there wasn't a TV show in the 70s like that.
I think so. What was that, Adam?
Okay, so I'm live mic'd. I didn't know if you were still queuing me in. Yeah, we talked early on. Actually, it took months and months for us to get just get our stuff together on our side because Huggy was trying to get over here, and we just kept having other things going on. So, but eventually we got it worked out. But we talked early about going tropical with this, but there's so many things that are especially with the hops that have come out in the last 2-3 years that have a tropical nature to them. We talked about, doing something like Texas fruits. So that's why you're seeing peaches and strawberries in this. And Huggy can talk a little more about it, but try to do something where we're using a German beer style, but it's one that fits well for Houston because of the heat, and then go with some Texas fruit. And this is what resulted.
Yeah, it's very like this area, like the fruit. It's very much Texas kind of thing. The German influence. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it came out well, and Adam did the recipe for this one, and I put in my input, but he came up with most of the recipe, and I think we're shooting is about 4%, is what Sarah said this morning.
Yeah.
So it's a nice, easy drinking beer.
Yeah, you could drink it all day.
Yeah.
This would be a good stuck in traffic beer if it could be.
If open container was legal. Yeah.
Right, which would be a perfect Houston beer.
We don't advise that. Yeah.
I'm just theoretically, it's not a category. I don't like. I'm like the brewer, the professional brewer that doesn't like to be hemmed in by style.
Yeah.
So drinking places I don't like to be hemmed in.
Yeah, and I think a fruited kettle sour is perfect for the summer. The heat, that acidity just is really refreshing. It's like drinking a lemonade on a hot day. It's the same kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And the fruit just adds to that. So
yeah,
and then low alcohol, the acidity it's very drinkable.
Yeah, you get that almost creamy peach kind of thing, but yet the tart and all of it. It's multi-layered up in my mouth. Mm-hmm. I wish I had better words.
It's like a party in your mouth and everyone's invited.
Yeah. Come on, everybody. Jump on in. Kennedy, not you.
So you're saying there's a party in your mouth?
That's what he just said.
Yeah. Never mind. I'm not going to say the rest.
Okay, so
everyone's invited.
He said that. He just said that. We do this every episode.
I'm busy.
He's on delay.
You are. Your mouth is on delay. The party in your mouth is on a satellite delay.
I never said there was a party in my mouth.
I'm just saying, this happens every episode. I'll say something, and then like 10 seconds later, Kennedy will look at me and say the same thing and laugh because he's like, I came up with this idea. It's like, I know where you got it.
We do this every week.
I know.
You say something, and I say it right after.
Oh, man. I love this show. I do. I love it. It's one of my favorite things in life. It really is. I love it. I love beer. I love hanging out with my buddies. Adam, the only thing that would make this better for you and Sarah, put the brewery in my front yard and be here.
Oh, well, we want to come up there. I mean, we keep trying to work it out. It's just hard on Thursday, but it's one of my favorite things in life too, Josh.
Oh, thanks. What day would work? Let's just start doing the show on all the days.
All the days.
I'm up for that. Would y'all be up? Sunday? We could do a Sunday split. All right, let's do that.
I don't know how much your patronage would be.
We could do an after church show. That'd be fine. Liquid church after, I don't know what you call it. It's lunch. Lunch I think works, right?
There's still church. There's still lunch on Sundays, right?
Yeah, they still do lunch. Okay, so we got some questions over there on the old Facebooks.
Yep.
So see Rudy back in school watching though. Keep hanging strong even though he's having to teach today. I guess he's in the teachers lounge. Hey everybody in the teachers lounge for us, Rudy.
But he is making time out of his busy schedule to check us out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yay.
We'll meet you where you're at.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I see Abel. I see Jeffrey. Oh, Jeffrey wants to know what lacto was used. He wants you to go full on like nerd.
What was the lacto? I can't remember which strain. Oh, it was the Omega blend. It's Brevis and the Mega Lacto blend.
Yeah, we used a Mega for both in this case. So it was. Let me look. I've got this thing open here, but it was a blend.
That's Brevis and something else. Adam.
I should have known Jeffrey was going to ask that.
Yeah.
The technical specs.
It's like it warms up a little bit and you get more of that peat, like juicy peach.
Yeah, definitely as the temperature changes. Yeah.
That's
So
fun.
I've also heard.
So
Go ahead. I just got
go ahead.
Did we lose him?
No. Yes. No, he's there.
No.
Go ahead. Kennedy, you were saying something.
Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Whatever you have to say is going to be way more profound than me. But I was going to ask, mention that I've always heard that peach is such a difficult fruit to use in beer because you can't really get the peach flavors in it. So, what'd you guys do to overcome that, or is it just use a buttload of peaches?
We added it late, so we added it after. So actually, let me back up. So we used Huggy and I talked about it, and we decided to use the Plantarum.
And he's in shock.
Okay.
I didn't. It
He's
There he goes.
Yeah.
We lost you. We heard Plantarum.
We lost you at Plantarum.
Yeah, it sounds like a Metallica song. But anyway, yeah, we use a Lacto Plantarum, which is for Jeffrey, it's a 605 from Omega. But anyway, and instead of using a Cal Ale, for the yeast, on this one we actually used a Quebec yeast. And you guys have probably heard some about this. A lot of the brewers are using it. It's a really unique deal in that you can ferment it hot. You really need to ferment it hot, 90 degrees plus, but it still comes out being really clean, and you get it tends to be high attenuating because also, like where we're getting it from, it's very fresh. So it was done fermenting in like a day and a half, 2 days, but still very clean. So then we had to wait. We gave it about a week before we added the fruit. That way we didn't get so much activity. If we had added it, a few days later, it would have been, a lot more of it would have fermented out probably. So sugar wise.
Yeah, Quebec seems to be the it yeast lately.
Yeah, it's a new yeast that has been kind of rediscovered, and it's a Saccharomyces, so it's just like most other ale yeast, but it can ferment hot like a wild yeast can, but without the phenolics that a lot of wild yeast have. So most wild yeast has phenolic off flavors, like plasticky kind of Band-Aid-y, electrical fire kind of smell, kind of and taste.
Like Kennedy style beers.
But those yeast don't have those off flavors, so they can ferment fast, give you that fruit character you get from ale, and be very clean otherwise. So it's really interesting.
Yeah, this beer keeps getting better.
You can taste it in here. You're not picking up, phenolics. You're not picking up hot alcohols, things that you normally would get, if you're over 90 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Things that you want in a Belgian, but you don't want necessarily in a Berliner Weiss.
So, okay, so you're saying it was rediscovered, or?
Well, it's been in use in like Scandinavian countries for a while, but farmers have been using it. They had like these magic sticks where they'd stir the pot and then hang up the stick and then let their friend borrow their stick when they're making their beer and stuff. So it's been active for a long time, but it hasn't been really seen or used outside of that farming, that kind of rural community kind of thing. And so there was I can't remember his name. He's coming out with a book pretty soon here, and he did some research on this. And so he went around and talked to all these brewers that were doing this, all these local home brewers basically, and got all this information and started gathering information, taking samples, bringing it back, and then isolating it. And they're analyzing it and going, wow, actually, this is a kind of a new version of a yeast we've never seen before.
Is it? Not Stan Hieronymus, is it?
No, it's another guy that's not. It's another guy. I don't remember who it is, but
wrote other books though.
Yeah, I guess he's done some research on this stuff. So I don't remember his name, unfortunately, off the top of my head. But
okay.
Yeah, so he's got a book coming out talking all about that, and so they've discovered. I think there's Omega sells them. A couple different the yeast suppliers have started selling them now, kind of commercially. So they've isolated them, grown them up, and then they can sell you a pure pitch of it now. And I think there's 3 Norwegian strains and then 1 Lithuanian strain. I think.
Okay.
But they all kind of have these same characteristics.
Yeah.
Do you know where you can get this yeast? According to one Matt Scholars.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would venture a guess that perhaps you could get it at
Where?
the Grain Cellar. There you go. Almost Premier Homebrew Store. Preston is there with his Quebec yeast and his arms wide open, just like Scott Stapp.
Yeah.
With arms wide open, ready and waiting for you to walk right into them, and he will hug you, waist up, waist down. If you say Liquid Lunch sent you.
That's a
Sent
deal.
us.
Yeah. Has Preston ever given Huggy Bear a hug?
I don't know.
You ever gotten some Preston action?
I've gotten a handshake.
Oh, I wasn't sure where that one was going. I was like, whoa. And then, yeah, okay, good. Yeah.
It was above the waist.
Yes. Good.
You want for a conservative one?
Huh?
Conservative hug.
Oh, yeah. That's more the conservative, just, met you for the first time in person kind of thing. So, yeah, there you go.
You guys may remember when I gave Preston the waist down hug at our anniversary party, and it really surprised him. He didn't see it coming.
Well, he was outside of the shop, Adam. I mean, people get real comfortable on their home court, and then when you go to somebody else's arena, maybe he didn't have his game face on that day. Maybe he's just there to party.
And usually he's the giver, not the receiver.
Yes, he's definitely a giver of hugs. When the receiving part comes around, that takes a whole nother skill set. Sometimes you have to gird your loins.
Didn't you also go from behind?
No, I came from the front.
Oh, you came from
the front.
Full frontal huggle.
Did you have your arms extended as you were going, or was it like a last minute? Oh, there's a hug going on.
Well, I'm sure Huggy Bear can show you the best way to hug, but it was sort of like this,
Yeah. Oh, feel the love. Look at that.
That looks like a good hug.
Yeah,
Good technique.
I can almost feel it. Like the internet is pretty far advanced.
It's virtual hugging. It's something I'm working on.
We need
you should market that.
we need like a haptic suit or whatever they're called, where you feel the sensations all over you. That would take this show to the next level.
I kind of felt the sensation of that.
I'm taking you guys mobile for a second. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's perfectly okay.
Okay, so we only have about 5 minutes left. Sarah's about to kick these pumps back on, and it's going to be so loud we're not going to be able to talk. So I thought I would show you a couple things.
Please.
One, if you've been here before, there was a house across the street. Well, they just tore it down yesterday. So,
Oh, man.
So does that mean more parking for you guys?
Eventually.
Yay.
Eventually. Nice.
That's the plan.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then, hold on 1 second.
All right, we're enjoying the tour of Baileson right now. It's pretty nice.
Okay. You probably can't hear.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
About the shirt. How about the shirt?
Hey.
Represent. That's awesome.
Yeah, we had one. Abel was asking to see Sarah. He said there's been too many dudes on the show.
Too much Adam, not enough Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can't hear anything in there. Sorry. So she's trying to finish up, but anyway, just wanted to let her say hi before we have to sign off here.
Okay. Well, Adam, thank you so much again. This weekend, right? Everybody parties at Baileson to try the new beer, the new Berliner, the Berliner.
Yeah, this Saturday, 3 to 6. And I want to say thanks, Adam and Sarah, for having me out. I had a great time, and let's do it again, especially when our place is open, when local groups open. Come on out.
No, thank you, Huggy. It was a pleasure getting to work with you, and definitely we need to do it again. Like you said, he'll be out. I think you guys are going to be out at 3 to 6 on Saturday. So we'll be here, and hopefully everybody comes out and the weather's nice.
Yes.
Hoping for nice weather.
Cool.
I don't really think there's any bad weather to drink this beer.
It's a good rain beer. It's a good heavy pouring rain beer too. You're right.
Yeah.
Right. And then, if it does rain, everybody can cuddle up inside the brew house there, or in the tap room. Mm-hmm. It's an intimate environment. So
there you go.
Little rain. Get to know each other.
Okay, guys. It was good talking with you.
All right. Thank you, Adam.
All right, bye, Adam. Have a good day.
All right. Love you.
You too. Love you guys.
Yeah. So there you go. I'm going to end that one because we got another one coming up.
Another one soon. Yeah.
Soon.
Do you want any more refill? We got a little bit left.
Do
you want to throw your salt candy in there?
All right.
I'm going to pass on the salt.
No one gets to pass.
salad?
No one gets to pass on this. No. All right. So recently, one Brock McRock, a faithful viewer of the show, I might add, has just came back from his air guitar competition in Finland. Mm-hmm. He is now internationally ranked, by the way.
What did he place?
I don't remember.
So it's not really important.
It's not important.
Just the party.
The important thing is that he brought back this. He brought back some Dragster 3000 from Finland. So apparently it's a big thing. All the Finnish people love to drink their beer and pop one of these in their mouth.
Oh, in your mouth, not in the glass.
No, this goes in your mouth as you're drinking it.
What kind of beers are they drinking with this?
I don't know. I don't think he knew. But Dragster 3000 Super Salta.
Seems to me a lot like the beer salt that you can buy at the store.
Maybe, but this is what Finland people do. So we're gonna all try this.
All right, let's try it. Let's do it.
And I'm not gonna be offended if you guys have to immediately spit it out.
Is it gonna taste like salty fish?
He told me that this is, quote, an acquired taste.
Yeah, which when somebody comes at you with an acquired taste, that means it's
So
the worst.
I can't open this.
Oh, well,
I got a knife.
no, you don't have to do that.
No, we're doing this.
I like to watch Kennedy struggle.
There we go.
All right.
It's not fun.
Foamy had 13. He just said he's watching there on YouTube. He's drinking a Hatch Me If You Can from 9 Band Brewing. Is it Hatch season yet? When is Hatch season?
Hatch is what is this, August?
Fall?
Yeah, it's I think it's if it's not yet, it's
Soon.
very, very soon.
All right,
New
so-
Mexico Hatch chilies.
It
deal
is
with it.
hatch season. They're all over the grocery store.
Okay. Hatch and then pumpkins. Has anybody done like a Hatch pumpkin?
I
I feel like
right.
that would be a thing.
Grab
want
your,
to say I saw a chili pumpkin.
grab
New
your-
Belgium did a cranberry pumpkin.
grab yourself a Dragster 3000.
Okay. Super Salta is what it says.
All right.
You got this
So,
from his drug dealer?
It's candy, I think. So
There you go.
when
There
in,
you go.
when
It's
in,
legal there.
when in Finland, dude.
Yeah.
legal
He got
in
it through
Finland.
customs.
Yeah, made through when in Finland.
How did he
do
get it through customs is the question, though. Were these dark candies when he...
Oh, it smells like
hold on.
licorice, like black licorice.
All right.
Yeah. Are we doing this? That is pretty salty.
Oh yeah, it's like black licorice.
That's
Oh,
What is this is
Ah,
this is why people left that country and came here.
all right. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna.
Super salty black licorice.
Wow.
All right.
Are we supposed to drink it with the beer? Is that
Yeah, you're
the
supposed
beer?
to put it in your mouth and drink the beer.
yeah. Drink some beer with it. Get the full experience in your
That,
mouth.
Maybe with a stout.
Yeah, the licorice.
Ugh. All right. I'm kind of sorry I made you guys do that.
I'm gonna put a wrap on that.
I'm
You gotta-
I'm
can I get
sorry.
one of those?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Here's a Post-it. Let me know if you need another. We got plenty of. You need one? You got some over there?
Yeah, I got Post-its.
I don't think that flavor's coming out of my mouth very soon.
Oh, it'll come out. This is a good beer to get that flavor out of your mouth. Okay. Well, thanks for playing. I'll never ask you guys to do that again.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna. What's going on
It
here?
was an experience.
Yeah, you know, it's like sometimes you just got to try something new.
You're gonna bring Finland to us.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Oh,
Brock.
all right. So Brock just said, "Oh wow, he was here when we had the Dragster 3000."
Oh, he just watched.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
He placed top 25.
Top 25.
He's the top 25 air guitarist in the entire world.
That's
Nice.
pretty spectacular.
Have you seen that special on Netflix?
No, but that's part of the.
Air Guitar Nation. That's really cool.
Okay. I mean, I just watched Farmageddon. Have you ever seen Farmageddon?
No, I've not seen Farmageddon.
That'll scare you.
I used to play Farmville.
Did you?
Yeah, it's kind of the same, right?
No. Well, if the government comes in and just takes everything, then yes.
Well, I feel like they came and took Farmville from us.
Did they?
Have you played Farmville any?
I've never played Farmville.
Hey, Jody, how's it going?
Your Skype is going to go off here.
Mm-hmm.
So, be aware.
Okay. Huh. I wonder who it could be.
Well, I don't know. Hey, go caller.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Wait. How do I mute this?
We have to wait for Kennedy to mute his mic.
Hey,
My
what's
mic
up, guys?
Is it? I don't think it is.
Hello.
Hello. Woo.
Oh.
Are those the glasses?
Hello. They're new glasses.
They
I
look
so
great.
smart.
Pull it.
You look good in the... Oh, hold on. It's gonna take a
Let
second.
everybody see that.
Hold on, I'm getting there. I got buttons to push.
Okay. Sydney Porter from Southern Yankee Brewing Company.
Hola, home skillets.
Hola. My oldest daughter is now taking Spanish, and she threw some at me last night, and I was like,
Did she say K Pablo?
Oh God, I don't know Spanish. That's all that the Spanish that entails
Good.
that I know.
You surpassed me, so it's good. Sydney, you guys have a bit of a party going on tonight, right? Events all over the place. This is
Yeah, we have our comedy night.
There she is.
It's gonna be so much fun.
okay. So can you go back to her real quick? I want everybody look how did y'all? Is that a new paint? Is that new color in the tap room? I feel like is that no? I don't know.
No, the blue and green. It's been here since the begining.
It looks more what's the word? I don't know. Maybe are the
it-
lights down or something? I don't know. It looks
What do you need?
I don't know. It looks
These?
deeper and richer than I remember the last. I don't know.
These.
Maybe I'm just getting warm.
Right.
Maybe I'm just getting the warm fuzzies or something. I don't know what it is. But anyway, so comedy night tonight. Who all? What all? When all? Give us the deets.
So we are having a comedy night, and it's a showcase this time. So it's not an open mic, and we actually have, I believe, 5 sets with a wonderful, hilariously host. He's absolutely hilarious. You know those kind of jokes that he makes, that people make in like super monotone voice?
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, did you just say something funny? And then it hits you, and then it's hilarious because his demeanor hasn't changed whatsoever. That's one of our hosts, and it's going to be fun. We turn the whole brewery into kind of a comedy club, put the shades down, put candles out for ambiance. You know, got to get it classy.
Do you guys have the fake brick wall?
No, but we don't have a brick wall, but we built curtains.
Nice.
Okay. Nice. See, going all
How
out.
do you build curtains?
It's built curtains for it.
You get the pole and you slide them in, right, and then stand them up. I don't
Yeah,
know. There you go. What color curtains?
they're red, so it's close enough.
Oh, nice. There
Yeah,
you go.
that's authentic.
It's about the ambiance.
Yes. So this is the coolest thing about the days in which we live. You know, comedy, I think, is in its golden era. I don't know if it's golden era, but it's in like the best, you know, as far as like comedy specials and things like that. There's so much access to good comedy. And so I don't know. I remember, you know, back in the 90s, the Houston comedy scene was lauded as being, you know, really good. But now you get beer and comedy, so it's even better, I guess.
Oh my God.
Are you getting a call?
You know,
Yeah, the one time I don't have it on mute, it like calls in one time.
it's okay.
Great.
Work calls.
Okay.
So not open mic tonight because I was gonna come by and like.
It's not an open mic.
Well, shoot, I was gonna come by and like work on my new material because I'm pretty funny. If you didn't notice,
Kennedy's
no one's laughing.
No.
There's that deadpan.
Yeah, no one. It just got really quiet.
I don't know what's going on. Your deadpan is the audience reaction. Are you hearing us?
Can you hear?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
I can.
Okay, so Sydney, I have to ask. So I've been watching and cyber stalking in the patio outside.
Yes.
What's the latest? Where are we at?
So excited. As I'm speaking, my brother is actually finishing up some welding. I remember last time, I think we talked about actually paying someone to pay for the patio, but then we looked at the cost and said, oh, we can do it.
And so now he's out there in the 100-degree heat with a torch, earning it.
Correct. In full regalia, because you have to have protective clothing, otherwise your clothes can light on fire.
Oh, wow.
Which makes for a great streaming show. That's actually not the sun out there. That is Alex out there running around the parking lot. So okay, he's wrapped. So it's a covered area out there just in time for the fall and when it cools down to upper
Yes,
80s.
we are going to have it ready to go by our Oktoberfest party, October 12th.
Awesome.
Nice. That's going to be good.
Yes. So I guess him doing the pizzas and stuff, kind of standing in front of that that oven.
Yeah, that was
It's conditioning.
that was all practice leading up to this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Alex and I split the food truck. Alex is in there for most days, but I will say your body adjusts real quick. So now, like 75 degrees is cold. I want a sweater because you're standing next to like an 800-degree oven in a box that has a fan, so it's nice.
What's been the most popular pizza so far?
The meat lovers, for sure.
Houston.
Everybody likes meat.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing some unique stuff on your menu for try to push the envelope a little bit?
So we do some specials. We have some special pizzas like hopefully every week. We've done a few things that are definitely a little interesting. So my brother had this gorgonzola sauce that he would make for steaks. And he thought it would be a great idea to put as a base for the pizza. And so we have a gorgonzola bacon pizza that is just like, so
wow.
good.
That sounds really good.
We definitely try and embody the whole craft beer, craft pizza, craft experience kind of thing where we want to make it, it's not frozen pizza for sure. It's the 3-day fermented wild yeast caught dough for our pizza dough, and everything is fresh. We make all the sauce by hand. We make the garlic butter and by hand. It's just like craft beer. It takes a lot of work, but end product, you can taste the difference.
It's hard to put that on a t-shirt. It's just
That's awesome though.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah, I'm glad that you guys are doing that with the food too. The same, like you said, the same ethos with the craft beer, with the craft food too. That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's definitely something we want to embody moving forward. And I think at this point in beer industry, you have to like claim your thing. And we're definitely the family run. We build everything, make everything, do everything brewery. But I think most breweries are like that anyways.
What beers are on the wall tonight for the comedy night?
I'm drinking the new one. So I feel like I've done my Saison series rant to you guys before in the past. I finally have started it. So I have an orange and ginger French Saison that we released today. Yesterday, actually. Super delicious. I'm obsessed with Saisons in general, but it's just so citrusy and spicy. It's just a really good combination with the French Saison yeast that dries it out so it's not sticky sweet. That's the new one. And then you were saying I want to try you guys' collaboration because it sounds amazing. Peach is really difficult to get into a beer, and the way you're describing it just sounds like decadent. I want some.
Yeah, it's a good weekend morning. It's just like I want like a biscuit and some peach marmalade.
Yeah, I think the acidity helps when you have the acidity that helps bring out that fruit flavor more too.
Yeah, it's just so much peach like flavor. It's not sweet. It's the peach like just.
Yeah, actually, a lot of people will put apricot and then call it peach because it's really close.
That yeast too.
The yeast,
right? The yeast, because the a lot of those fruity like stone fruit kind of flavors can come from real fruity yeast. So that probably just backs up the peach to make it just this really rounded, delicious beer, which I'm excited to try.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Awesome.
I'm eager to try your Saison, Sydney. I've done some Saisons myself, but that orange ginger, that sounds really good.
Saisons are oh my gosh. The Saisons are basically a blank canvas for any kind of creativity you want to do. I mean, you can dry hop it, you can fruit it. I've put black pepper in it. I've put hops. I've put fruit. I've put beets in a Saison before, which was kind of weird, but it was all right. It was fun.
Beets?
Yeah, I've done beets in a Saison at home. It did. I mean, it was artsy.
How do you put boom, boom,
You beatbox
in a beer?
He's saying you beatboxed into the fermenter to put your beets into it.
You put it in the mash. I mean, you can do just like pumpkin. You just roast them and put it in the mash.
fermented in a bass drum.
That's kind of an expensive beer, though, when you're like having to, put a bunch of headphones in a fermenter.
Yeah. Well, you could do
Those
one.
are
Jeez, that's over my head.
What kind of beets? Was it like the normal like purple beets that make your
Yeah.
poop turn color? That's always disheartening.
Yeah, it beets turn the beer into a really cool color. I mean, it's not super vibrant, so nobody really went gung ho about it because I'm like, look at the color, it's all the beets, but it's just like a light. It looks like just caramel malts were in it, and so I was the only one that got excited.
Hey, you know what? At least somebody got it.
Well, I brewed a nice saison that is guaranteed to explode when you open the bottle.
There you go. Way to go.
Guaranteed to explode.
Guaranteed.
Yes.
How did you do that?
It takes some skill.
Could you replicate it?
Probably.
Are you brewing anything now? Is there anything in the fermenter at your place? What is it?
There is. I brewed on Tuesday, as a matter of fact.
Okay, that was your first. Okay.
Is that the lager that you were telling me about?
No, the lager's still lagering, and you gave me a lot of good advice on that when I saw you the other day. Thank you.
Oh, speaking of advice given by Sydney to you, Sydney? What did he ignore on his Goza?
She didn't try the Goza.
Oh no, good. That's why you're able to join us today. It was the Dirty Cheetos Goza. What part of her advice did you ignore? Do you know?
I don't know.
I
I don't think I listened to her at all, and that may have been my problem.
Did you write notes?
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
What's this writing thing you speak of?
Yeah, that's the thing. You have access to these brilliant brewers here. Half that screen. I'll let people decide which half of the screen is chocked full of brilliant brewing knowledge.
Well, I'll give you a hint. It's definitely not the left side.
I know, at least not the lower left.
This is all practice. It's all
I
practice.
know. Anyway, you should get a recorder like this, and then just ask a question, and then you can zone out. But then you got it.
Okay.
That's why I do the podcast.
No,
I can listen later.
Yeah.
I've been listening.
Okay. Good.
I'm getting better. Most of my really bad beers are ones that I'm trying to experiment on, and I think maybe I'm getting a little in over my head.
Hey, as long as you learn from it. My third and fourth beer were bad because I didn't realize I wasn't cleaning my equipment very well when I was homebrewing.
Yeah.
And first two beers were great, and then it kept building up, and then it was nasty, and I'm like, what's going on? And I do some more research, and I'm like, oh, just to clean with soap. Okay.
Now, like my saison that exploded, I bottled half and kegged half, and the keg one's actually pretty good, but the bottle I just put too much sugar in it, and we opened one here on the show, and it exploded.
Oh, is that with the bowl last week?
Yeah.
If we turned it upside down, it would have been a Houston, rocket beer.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
right. Is somebody trying to Skype in with us?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
No, my internet just went out, so I had to come back on. So I think we're good now.
Okay. Well, you know what? People aren't going to need the internet when they're there tonight at Southern Yankee for comedy night. Throw that back up there again for the people just tuning in. Oh, is anybody? Oh, that Rudy's still here. Jeffrey says he needs to get out to Southern Yankee. No duh.
Hey,
No
yes.
der.
Jeffrey, come out to Southern Yankee tonight.
Yeah, located on 1960, just almost I think halfway between, was it 45 and the Hardy?
What?
I don't know. Is that right?
It's on 1960, right? Yeah. You're
Yeah,
you're
smack
absolutely
dab in the middle. Those are the goalposts, right?
Giant metal playground next to the building right now. That is our unfinished patio.
They're at the Jungle Gym.
I think I'm going to stop by tonight,
You should.
even though I can't do my comedy showcase.
Yeah, just take notes
Yeah.
like you do for brewing.
Okay.
You could learn so much tonight between pizzas and beer and comedy.
Research.
Yeah, you could write that off for your taxes. Any beers you purchase tonight, research or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, that's not what I do.
Well, I don't go about doing things the traditional way.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, so while we're talking about saisons, and I'm going to do this because I actually am really, really excited about this And now that we've kind of gone 10 months and we've been making really good beer and everything, reviews have been really good. Now I get to do some of my like playing around and experimental stuff. And the second Saison is something that I rarely see, but it's a dark rye black currant Saison that has a nice kick of alcohol behind it. But I'm super excited about it. It's one of my brainchilds where I have never brewed it at another brewery before, and so this is a new territory, and I'm very excited how it's turned out, and I'm excited to share it with everybody as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. That sounds really good.
When can we expect that?
I would say in probably 2 or 3 weeks. It's still it Saison, letting it drop out so that it doesn't get, some Saison, French Saison's yeast is dry, but it takes a while for it to really just settle down sometimes. And we have to wait for tap space because right now we have 15 beers and we have like 4 of them where we only have like a keg or less left. And I'm just waiting for it to kick.
Okay. I bet you that won't be a problem after tonight. People are going to go in there and get to work. That's where you, the viewers and the attenders come into play. Go do your work and kick those kegs and
let's all do our solid and finish those kegs.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah,
that's what you do.
Finish those kegs. We get some new ones out there.
Yes. All right. Well, Sydney, anything else that we need to let the masses know all across the great state of Texas? This is a historic weekend, actually. Not just collaborations and comedy nights and delicious pizza and stuff, but it's also the first weekend Sunday beer to go.
Oh yeah, on the
becomes
first,
official.
Yeah.
So
very exciting.
Yeah, big day. On Sunday at 10 a.m. I believe is the first time you can. That's when you can go pick some up. So everybody make your plan.
Yeah, I know Holler's got a big event planned, and I think everyone's doing something. Southern Star's got something, and all the big breweries in town especially are.
Yeah, on your way to church, go grab some beer. And
there you go, 10 a.m. So.
Yeah, take breakfast tacos and beer to Sunday school.
Oh, they can sell 10 a.m. now?
Breweries can.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Grocery stores cannot? Did they? No, they didn't change
No,
it.
they
They took
didn't
that out
change
of the Senate bill, didn't they?
Correct. They can.
Oh,
Yeah.
Look at you, breweries.
So breweries have an advantage there. They got 2 hours, or they can sell beer.
Yeah. We need to come up with a name for those 2 hours.
The magical hours.
The magic hours. Yeah, something.
Like the twilight hours kind of thing.
I was going to say the twilight hours might work. beer twilight.
The golden
pre-kickoff, pre-game hours. I mean, football season.
Tailgating.
Pre-game for the tap rooms.
Oh, tailgate hours.
Yeah.
Something. That's a work in progress. We'll figure it out. Everybody mull that one over.
We'll think of something.
Everybody has homework over the Labor Day weekend. Mm-hmm. Maybe when everybody walks in on Sunday, it'll just hit everybody. It'll be, this is the time whatever. I don't know yet because it hadn't happened yet. I'm just anticipating. Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. So, Sydney, what do we need to know? What else is coming up for Southern Yankee? What awesome greatness do you have?
I know you guys have heard about it before, but we had our first annual work share event.
Yes.
And our winner, Nick Seacrest, he and I are actually brewing that beer in the next couple of weeks, and it'll be released on our Oktoberfest party to make it a big old party. I'm very excited about it. His beer was by far one of the best sours I've had in Houston. Probably one of the best sours I've had in probably the last couple of years. It was just really, really tasty, and I'm very excited to collaborate with him and brew that here with his name on it. So I'm very excited. That's coming out soon, and that's a raspberry blackberry kettle soured beer.
Did he name the beer? Does it have a name yet?
So we're not going to name it anything other than Wort Share winner 2019 Nick Seacrest at this point. If someone changes my mind, but it's going to be an annual thing, and we want people to know that it was their recipe that they brewed with us. It's not just a beer that we brewed. So I want to make sure the credit's due where it's credit's due. I've adjusted his recipe for our system, but it is definitely his little brainchild.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. Excellent.
That's really cool.
That is cool.
It's like a homebrewer's dream.
Yeah, I saw. Speaking of homebrewing, I saw that St. Arnold is having an event for Scott. Because DeFalco's is calling it a day. And I saw Sydney. I think I saw it on your feed today, where you the article about kind of just the I don't know, the personality behind craft beer and what's going on with the whole thing now. And in that article recently. Yes, and one of the things he mentioned was home brewing. People aren't home brewing like they used to, which is a shame, because how else can you get really into a beer like when you create the beer? And
I feel like homebrewing became so popular because there wasn't good beer readily available, and now that there is, it's not so much of a budget saver or wanting people to do creativity. It's more where people actually have passion behind it and want to do it. I wish more people did homebrew, or at least like group together and do an occasional homebrew, so that they knew how much goes into each batch, even just on a small level. It's basically the same, but with a little bit more high pressures and chemicals involved. But I do wish more people understood that a lager takes extreme amount of skill as much as a really intense, thick bourbon stout. I mean, it's something that I think has been lost in a good portion of the consumer base.
Yeah. Well, and I think making even bad beers, you realize when you get a good one after you've made some bad beers, you're like, oh,
Yep.
all right, I understand the level we're dealing with here. And it does. It gives you a better appreciation of everything involved. But I think we're in an interesting point, because we've got so much good beer out there. But when you look at the home brewing side, as far as ingredients and equipment and everything, it's never been more available as as you can. There's nothing that is out of reach. You've got miniature little 1-2 barrel 1 gallon, 5 gallon versions of y'all's brew houses and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can do fantasy brewer at home, and it's valuable. I think if you really love beer, if you're one of these people and you're watching this show, it's probably you. You love beer. You owe it to yourself to get your hands in there, and I don't know.
And you can do it a cheap way, or you could go and dive into those tiny conical fermenters. I mean, you can still make good beer in a cooler. It just maybe a little bit more finesse.
I would say even it's even better to go that route. Try it all. Try brewing a bag. Try even the extract brew, all of that, just to kind of see what the different things are. I mean, to understand.
Yeah.
Just
flavors come from.
Just don't go Mr. Beer.
Heck, even try a Mr. Beer. Because then you can see, it's like, oh, well, no, it's like you see, why is this not good?
Maybe check out the yeast.
Yeah, maybe fresh yeast.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But that's a teaching thing.
hops,
Yeah, I mean, how else do you know? It's like, why does this beer taste like shit? And it's like, well,
Yeah, you can make good beer. I'm test batching now for a local group, and we have a couple conicals. We had a 5 gallon and a 10 gallon conical, and I was using those, but I just went back to using carboys. So I got glass and plastic carboys because it's just easier, and it's more repetitive. So it's not about your tools. It's against the poor workman who blames his tools.
Yeah.
So it's about your process and your technique, and as long as you're good at it and know what you're doing, you can make look at the sorry, I'm blanking now. The guys, the Brewdog, where they did all the extreme brewing kind of thing. And you can still make good beer even in these crazy environments and stuff.
Yeah, didn't they brewed one under the ocean?
Yeah,
and then one in the back of a truck going around going around the track at 170 miles an hour or whatever.
You can have the fanciest equipment, you can have the cheapest equipment, but if your process is wrong, your process is still going to be wrong.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, and that
ends up tasting like Cheetos.
Yeah, but I mean, even that is a learning experience. I mean, we see kettle soured beers and stuff, and it's like there's more now than there's ever been. But it still doesn't make them any less difficult. When I look at a beer like that, I've never tried to brew a sour, and I don't know that I'm right. I would not be comfortable. I may try it, but it would probably turn out Cheeto-y. Yeah, you know what, Kennedy?
Would you try a beer to brew a beer?
I would. Yeah,
really?
Get off my case.
Okay.
Brewed I do 2 shows, man. I got 2 shows.
You got
and
other
kids.
hobbies.
Yeah. Yeah, like this just yesterday released one with Megaton that you can go listen to now, interbrews.com or anywhere finer podcast downloaded. Thanks for that plug, Kennedy. Appreciate it. Anyway.
No problem. I'm never going to not give you shit until you brew.
It's just been a while. I may brew one. Are y'all gonna? Okay. Sydney, okay, both of you guys. What are y'all's opinions of pumpkin beer? Do they have a place? Or are they? Is it?
It's like a guilty pleasure of mine, right? Everyone can make a pumpkin beer, but if you make a good pumpkin beer, which is hard to do because it depends on what you're trying to do. And I tell everybody that if you're trying to make a pumpkin beer, don't use pumpkin. Use butternut squash. And you actually get a lot more flavor from the squash itself, and it's not just a spiced beer that tastes like pie.
Yeah.
We actually have a pumpkin ale aging in some maple bourbon barrels that we'll be releasing on our Oktoberfest party day as well.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
That sounds really good.
All right.
Yeah, I like a good pumpkin beer. So I did Nightmare on First Street from No Label. That was my recipe.
Yeah.
Started off as a home brewer, making that beer, and then made that beer. So I like a good pumpkin beer. There's a lot of bad ones out there.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I think that, yeah, and then I think a lot of people get really vocal about it. And so,
Yeah.
you
The
know,
vocal minority.
if you like what you like, that's fine.
Well, I was just at No Label a few weeks ago for Interbrews. You can go listen to that episode right now. If you go on iTunes or Google Play or anywhere else you'd like to listen to podcasts. Anyway, we discussed Nightmare on First Street, and I talked about how that, there are a handful of great pumpkin beers, and that is one of them. That beer is great. Cindy, I want to try yours.
Me too. I haven't tried yet.
But no, like those flavors, the maple and the oak and the, even it's like smoky and things like that.
Yeah, you could do all kinds of combos.
Yeah, I've done I actually smoked the squash and do a pumpkin porter, and it turned out.
I love smoked beer.
Yeah, and it just
So good.
when they're done right.
Yeah.
It sings. Anyway, that's another thing. You just got to try it and see what it's up.
So
I think pumpkin beers, though, people like to pick a side. They like to they'll just like with everything else. If there's controversy, like this whole Chick-fil-A shenanigans,
oh yeah.
they want to pick a side and then they stake in and they're like, no, and they will never change.
Yeah.
Where do you stand, Kennedy?
Pumpkin beers?
No, Chick-fil-A. We already talked about that.
What's the
Chick-fil-A versus Popeyes?
Yeah.
Who's got the better chicken sandwich?
Oh, Chick-fil-A.
Have you had Popeye's chicken sandwich?
I don't know. You know what? I guess I can't pick a side now that you mentioned. I've never had the Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
But I love the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
What's not to love?
It's a tasty sandwich.
It is. Spicy? You get spicy, right?
I get spicy, yeah.
With that pickle.
You get the deluxe with all the lettuce and tomato and stuff?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, just that plain spicy chicken sandwich.
And it's the pickles, man.
Yeah. It's just that,
Those pickles just make it.
yeah.
They
Like,
just sing to you.
somebody should do a pickle beer. Yeah,
Oh.
that'll never happen.
I've seen a
Let's not
couple.
do it.
Isn't that a big controversy too?
No.
Who's got the better pickle beer?
What a pickle pumpkin beer.
Ooh, a pickle pumpkin beer.
Oh, yeah.
Smoked pickle pumpkin beer.
Or better, how about a pickle pumpkin porter?
pickle
so,
pumpkin.
Peter picked a.
Pickle pumpkin porter.
Peter's.
A pint
man.
of pickle pumpkin porter, please.
Peter purloined.
I probably taste like a sip of it just because out of curiosity, but I don't think I would drink much more of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be good.
It's like licorice salty candy from Finland.
Yeah, mixed with fruited.
Yeah, I'm actually
sour.
really glad that I'm not in your studio today because I didn't have to put that in my mouth.
Yeah.
Well, Sydney, I'll bring you some.
Gross.
I'll bring you some Dragster 3000 tonight. In fact, you can have the rest of the bag.
Just leave it on the counter.
I'll try it if you get 5 people at the bar to try it.
That shouldn't be hard.
Nah, not if it's depends on how long. Yeah, how long they've been there.
Bring your wallet.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right. Well, Sydney, we don't want to take up too much of your. Well, wait. Did you just take a sip? We didn't even ask you.
Oh, we had. Oh, we missed out on
I
that
did.
question.
What you drinking? Just do it. I don't want to hit the button.
I was drinking the orange and Saison. It's called the Soulless Ginger.
Mm.
And soulless ginger.
We our glasses are empty.
Yeah, do you want another beer?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
brought more. It'd be rude not to,
I know.
right? I mean, unless we just want to.
Super
You
rude.
tell me. I'll drink
Super
whatever.
rude.
Did we drink all the Berliner?
Pretty much. There's a little left, but
Okay.
if you want another glass, I can get you a glass. Otherwise, I got some more here.
Yeah, let's see what else you let's try it. What we
IPA, hazy IPA, or a fruited blonde?
I'm good with either the IPA or the hazy IPA. You know what, Sydney? What do you think? Fruited blonde, IPA, hazy IPA.
You know, a good classic IPA, you can't go wrong.
It's true.
There we go.
Wait,
Can't go wrong.
I brought the glasses. Oh, and you got the flip tops. You don't even need the.
Yeah,
the
so
bottle.
we'll go with our Slammin' IPA.
Hold on.
Oh, you gotta zoom in.
Hold on. There you go.
This is our Slammin'
Flaming.
IPA.
V.6.
Version
Version
6.
6.
Yeah.
Wow.
The IPA glasses. Can you hand? Do we?
Oh, yeah, we need the official
gotta go.
glasses.
Yeah, we gotta
Pour
have
proper glassware.
proper glassware.
Yeah.
Sydney, what do you think about proper glassware? Overblown or fun? Ooh, listen to that.
Ooh.
I like it when I can have it, but I think if you read that whole article, there was one portion of it that talked about how sometimes craft beer can get too bougie and it cuts people off from just drinking good beer, and sometimes I think this specific needs to. There's Alex. A specific need to do glass.
Alex looks like he's lost a little weight.
I think his hair has just gotten bigger, so it looks like that.
He looks tan.
I was gonna say all that time out in that hot oven.
Yeah, I can't tell if he's tan or just been cooked to a nice golden brown.
He's nice, and the soot that comes off welding, it goes everywhere.
He's like Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins. If he starts dancing on the roof, it's gonna be fun. That smells great. See, I like getting kind of hoity-toity with my beer glasses if I can. You know?
Yeah, we got
At
our...
home, absolutely. I definitely would want to do that. But when you're at the bar or at a tap room, sometimes it's nice, but sometimes it scares away a lot of people because they don't understand it.
Yeah, well, these IPA glasses, I feel like a lot of these would get broken really fast. I think I used
They're
to have...
super.
Yeah, they're flexible, but they don't have a lot of heft. It's really good, right?
Wow, yeah.
I think,
Which
but
I mean, glass at least 1 or 2 glasses a week, so that would eat it. For glassware.
well, yeah, they have a whole category for that, right? It's called breakage. Like when you have a category for people breaking your stuff.
Yeah.
That's you have to calculate that in each time you do the budget or whatever. Anyway,
I haven't yet done a break. The first bar that I worked at, this first brewery that I worked at, I accidentally hit a row of double stacked, like 4 deep sample glasses, and they all broke.
Oh.
It was a great day.
yeah, that's called bad day at work. This is really. I think these IPA glasses, there's something to them. I think they do amplify aroma.
Yeah, you got the little ridges, and it kind of runs past them and then foams up to get more aroma. Keeps your aroma fresh.
Yeah, it's whatever we got to tell ourselves to convince ourselves that it's a good idea to drink out of a glass that looks like a butt plug. Let's be honest. But it works.
And it's ribbed.
It is. That's what I'm saying. It just whatever.
Oh man.
Anyway, have we gone there? We went there. I went there.
So when's the fest coming up?
The what?
Is it the Oktoberfest? You're doing the pumpkin beer and some other things?
Yes, that's October 12th. We'll have the patio open. We'll have the work share sour beer release. We'll have the pumpkin bottles because we're bottling all of our barrel-aged stuff.
Nice.
And then we will hopefully have my smoked red ale out by then as well.
Oh, nice. That's going to be good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
along with everything else on tap.
Awesome. Thank you, Kennedy, for talking smack in the comments there.
Oh, you saw that?
I did see that.
Okay.
Jeffrey, I'll message you today, and we'll figure out a time I'm going to come to your house and we're going to brew just to stick it to Kennedy. I have
whatever it takes to get you brewing.
I have
again.
many
I don't
motivators in
care.
life, but chief is to stick it to Kennedy. Anyway.
Well, that's what it takes. You could stick it to me any night. Wait, no.
Well, since I'm not drinking the beer, you got to describe it to me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, one of you guys want to
All right, hold on.
go ahead?
Well, I should have.
I don't want to touch this.
I can tell you what's in it.
Oh, I'm going to tell you the hops that are in it.
Oh, okay.
I've got it.
Gotcha.
I haven't trimmed my nose hairs this morning.
This is kind of a hybrid style between. I guess it's like a West Coast IPA, but I used a London L3 yeast, so
Okay.
it finishes a little bit sweeter.
Are these American hops?
Yes.
There's no Southern Hemisphere hops?
No Southern Hemisphere hops.
Okay.
Is it an old, like an old school West Coast, except for the yeast?
No, it's kind of a little mix of some old and some new.
How many different types of hops did you use in this?
3 different ones in the boil, and then 3 different than those in the
6.
dry hop.
Okay.
I'm getting kind of melony. Melon.
I can take a stab, and I bet I can get at least 2 of these hops.
So your aroma is probably gonna be a little bit different than the taste.
Yeah. The aroma, I get a lot of.
There's Centennial.
No Centennial.
No,
This is probably gonna take all day, so
No.
I'll just jump in here.
Hold on. The aroma I'm getting juicy fruit. Juicy.
Okay. Yeah.
Like a juicy, fruity. Yeah, like almost like overripe, like not overripe, but super ripe. Super ripe, like
some Tomahawk.
In the boil, yes.
Oh,
I'm just guessing.
you're just throwing out random.
No, because I brewed a West Coast IPA, and I remember Tomahawk was one of them.
Yeah, CTZ, Tomahawk, Columbus, Zeus.
Yeah,
So it's Columbus, but basically the same.
yeah. Tomahawk and Columbus are the same.
Yeah, it's called CTZ, Columbus Tomahawk Zeus. So they kind of lump them together.
Okay.
It's the same strain, and they kind of grow it in different places. And so sometimes there's a slight variation. It's kind of the same thing when you have one crop of hops on different farms. You get different flavors and aromas out of it.
Yeah, terroir type kind of thing.
But it's the same. I think it's the same strain.
Okay. Yeah, aroma. I get a lot of juicy fruit.
So the aroma, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Roma is Simcoe Equinaut Mosaic.
Mosaic.
Okay.
And then in the Whirlpool and in the boil, I used Mosaic, Amarillo, and Columbus.
Okay, I believe you. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's got the like the West
I
Coast.
love Equinox.
Yeah, it's got the West Coast.
I'm loving it
hop
too.
back.
Would not, whatever they renamed it.
Yeah, from Equinox, yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, Equinaut and Azaka, I think I'm really liking now. I like playing with those a lot.
Azaka is super pineapple. I've done a smash with that because when I first was learning how to use, or what that hop was, and it was just straight up pineapple. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm getting. Pineapple. Now that you say that.
Pineapple. Could be a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Like when you open like a can of pineapple, like those.
Yeah, like canned pineapple.
Canned pineapple.
Yeah, I get, especially,
Smell.
yeah, when I brew with El Dorado, I get like a candied pineapple out of that. So this one, the Simcoe is going to be that piney kind of character.
Yeah.
And then, the Mosaic, and then the Equinaut, the pineapple, and then the Mosaic is the, everyone knows Mosaic, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Thank you.
This is the type of beer I get cravings for. This type of beer, like
Yeah, but there's a good bitterness to it. A little bit of malt character, not too strong, but.
this would be great. Ski lodge. This would be a good ski lodge beer.
Yeah.
Something about the one time that I attempted to ski and basically fell down the mountain the entire way. When you're that tired and it's cold and snowy, this would be a good.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Were you drinking
yeah.
IPAs
Yeah, on my way down.
on the way down?
That's how I had
Probably
to
why you fell the whole time.
Well, it's you have to get a little bit see at the top of the mountain so that you go down faster.
Yeah, there's certain people that are built to ski. I am not one of those. I'm a bit top heavy.
You don't have that bumper sticker on your car, built to ski?
No, more like built to bowl. Because I was in ski class and I knocked down my entire class 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
Like 14
Ski
people.
school?
Oh, that takes some skill.
To hit them all, yeah, they were standing pretty far apart, but I managed to take them all out. It was supposed to be a 2-part class, like go take a lunch break and then come back. And the instructor, he was from this older guy from Oklahoma, and he'd been on the ski season. He goes up there and teaches or whatever. He's like, "So Josh, you can come back after lunch. We're gonna get it again, right?" And I looked at him, he looked at me, and we both realized. Then I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "All right, see ya, see ya." And I just went. It was in Taos, New Mexico, and Taos Mesa Brewing has a tap room right there in the ski lodge.
Oh, nice.
And I just hung out there for the rest of the day, and it was a beautiful day. Rest of the day, anyway.
Awesome.
Yeah, they have good beers. If anybody's going to
I
Taos,
always kept your ski jacket has so many pockets that you have to have a couple cans going up the lift. That's the
Oh,
trick.
Yeah.
yeah, I would have busted them all. I would have been covered in just beer just by the time at the bottom. It would have been ugly. So, and that guy smells like a brewery. I'm
You would
covered in.
smell like half the other skiers,
Yeah, that's true.
or at least the snowboarders.
Yeah. But anyway, all right. Well, so a look behind the curtain, Sydney and James. My work schedule has changed a little bit. My real work, not my life's work, but my real go get a paycheck work. When they moved my schedule up.
Fancy.
Yeah. So now we've got to be closer to the end of the show. So it's just now a little past 1. We were going to start earlier, but Kennedy messed it up. So
Huh?
it was me.
What?
I couldn't figure it out. But anyway, so Sydney, this is where we must bid adieu. We're super excited about.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Yes, thank you for all the things you've laid on us today, as far as new things coming from Southern Yankee, the patio. Alex is just working so hard on right now. You can go relax and have a beer and a slice of pizza under that soon.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, comedy night tonight. So if you're in the sound of my voice, if you're seeing the replay of this, wherever you may be, head to Southern Yankee tonight and laugh and drink and be merry. And their Oktoberfest celebration coming up soon in October. So be on the lookout for that on social. So Sydney, thank you so much.
And we're almost to our 1-year anniversary. Sorry, that just blows my mind.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that is awesome.
Congrats.
Yes,
Yeah.
Thank you.
congratulations. All right, everybody. Sydney Porter, Southern Yankee Brewing,
Bye, Sydney.
right there on 1960.
Bye, Sydney.
Toodaloo.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And there she goes. There she goes, one of the good ones, James. Yeah. All right. Well, let me see if I've got my music ready.
You know what sucks? You got to
What?
go in earlier now on Thursday, and I'm off on Thursdays now.
Well, do you want me to just give you the reins over here and let you keep going?
No.
Okay.
Too much responsibility.
I know, right? My wife may have you mowing the yard or something. Oops, sorry. Y'all keep talking.
No, as much as you love your yard, I'm not going to get between you and your
Oh,
yard.
man. I can't
You would
imagine
probably
that.
mow in the wrong direction. Let's be
Yes.
honest.
Like, what did you say? I told you. Diagonal.
Yeah, I told you.
East.
Yeah. What are you doing?
You're doing
You got-
diagonal west.
Yes. Why? You're gonna mess up the growing rhythms of my grass.
I'm gonna mow in like cuss words.
I don't think my yard's big enough for cuss words,
No.
but it's on point though. I don't know, it's gonna get
Maybe
a
a smiley face. Can I
That's-
mow in a
that'd be
smiley
okay.
face?
Yeah.
All right.
The tree in the middle could be the nose.
Okay.
You need a drone to really appreciate it though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit some music.
Nice.
Yeah. But there we go. Huggy Bear, man.
He's regular. I was telling him before he's going to be our new co-host.
I'm like Andy
Or a
Richter
co-
or
a
Ed
co-host.
McMahon or.
Yeah. Seriously, open chair anytime you want to come hang out. I mean,
All right.
what are you doing next Thursday?
We'll see.
You got like another collaboration?
Yeah, so maybe. We'll see. You want to collab?
Okay. Yes, I do actually. That would be awesome. That way I can tell Kennedy to stick it. It's like, when's the last time you brewed? Brewed with Huggy Bear.
Yeah.
What'd you
Luckily,
do?
I got to skip. My schedule's kind of open right now. We're under construction, so the local group's under building the building out and getting out there. So I'm checking in on that, and then just still trying to finish things up. So
Yeah.
schedule's a little more flexible right now. So.
Yeah. Well, it's awesome to watch and
Yeah.
drink along as you guys go
Yeah.
and drink the beers and
We'll try to post more updates, more pictures.
I've been following your updates. It's
Yeah.
nice.
yes. So this weekend, everybody, Baileson Brewing for that fruited Berliner. I can say from firsthand experience, delicioso. Just a fresh, delicious, peachy, strawberry tart summer. It's going to be hot this weekend, and this is going to just cool you down, make you feel good, make you feel just alive
It's good.
from your mouth all the way through, wherever. I guess. I don't know. But it's really good.
Thank you.
And yeah. So just head to Baileson this weekend. Sunday, go out there and get beer to go somewhere. Celebrate that freedom has come to Texas in one more little sliver of awesomeness. And it's all good. Kennedy, any thoughts?
No,
All right, way to bring it.
Yeah.
So thanks to everybody that watched today, Jeffrey, and who else did I see today? Foamy Head 13 and all the peoples that we saw.
All my fellow road brewers.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow night.
Okay, Jeffrey says that we're going to brew a Goza that won't taste like dirty Cheetos.
Yeah, well, that's like a 2-day brew day, so good for you.
That's fine. I can make it work. All right. Well, thank you to everybody out there in Liquid Lunch Land, in the great state of Texas and beyond, that watched, participated, shared, whatever you did today while you watched the show. You don't have to tell us. That's totally up to you. That's private. But thanks to the Grain Cellar, Preston, your premier homebrew store there in Humble, Texas. Go get your homebrew stuff like we talked about. Get in there and do some homebrewing and really learn to love beer the right way. And those free hugs there waiting for you, waist up, waist down. And it could be winemaking, cider making, mead making. You know, anybody want to make a mead? Make a mead. You could make a mean mead. Renaissance Festival's coming up soon. That seems like mead season.
Oh,
right?
yeah. That's mead time.
Yeah. So, have one of those days you won't remember.
Yeah.
Drink a bunch of mead and go to the Ren Fest. That's a whole nother show.
And it'll be mead time.
Yeah. There you go. And then don't forget, if you want to help support the show, you can go to liquidlunchshow.com/Amazon and help support anything you buy. We'll give us a little kickback and help support the show. And it looks like, hi, how's it going? That we're going to get our pipes cleaned.
Oh. That's a very, very big man.
Yes. All right, everybody. We'll see y'all next week. Have a happy Labor Day. Beer to go.
Bye.
Huggy Bear. Woo!